Hi friends. So we were talking about the monetary policy and the instruments of monetary policy which are used by the RBI to control the supply of money in the market. We've already discussed bank rate and repo rate, reverse repo rate, and how does RBI uses these instruments to deal with inflation. So today we will discuss one more instrument of monetary policy, which is stabilization under emergency situations. Now, in these kind of emergency situations, the commercial banks, they borrow from the RBI against government securities. They will sell their government securities and they will borrow money. Now, this they will do only in the case of emergency, like acute cash shortage. They do not have money. They need money emergency mein. So what will they do? They will buy with this condition. Now, this rate is higher than the repo rate. In 2016, this rate was 7% for emergency and the repo rate was 6.5%. So we can see that this rate was higher than the repo rate, and this is known as marginal standing facility. This facility given by the RBI to banks is known as marginal standing facility. Okay, now let us discuss about the cash reserve ratio. What do you mean by cash reserve ratio and how RBI uses cash reserve ratio to deal with inflation? Yes. So what do we mean by cash reserve ratio? So the commercial banks, they keep minimum cash reserves with the RBI. It is mandatory for all the commercial banks to keep minimum cash reserves with RBI. Now, how much cash they will keep with RBI, who will decide? So, whatever the deposits they have, if on the types of savings deposit, fixed deposit, time deposits, and all, so of all the deposits, they will have to keep a ratio between 3 to 15%. So 3 to 15% as decided by the RBI, all the commercial banks have to keep that particular amount of money as reserves with the RBI. Reserves means what? They can use it at a time of emergency, but right now they have to keep it with RBI. For example, a bank has 10 lakhs rupees of deposits with them. Demand and time deposits they have of 1 lakh or 10 lakh rupees, and the CRR is fixed to be 3%. Okay, so they have to put 3% of that much amount with RBI, and the rest amount they have to keep with themselves. This is exactly what we had studied in credit creation, the ratio that the bank keeps aside with the RBI. Okay, so whatever amount they keep with RBI, that will go in reserve, and whatever they have with themselves, they can use it for credit creation. Okay, now what is the function of CRR, or the cash reserve ratio? First is it fulfills the need of comfortable amount of cash reserves with banks. What happens when so many big customers of bank, they start withdrawing money immediately? So in this case, the banks will need to get some cash because banks would have already deposited that much amount of money. So the banks, how will the banks get this money? The banks will get this money from the reserves that they've kept with the RBI. It is their reserves. They have kept it safe. We keep our money safe with the banks. The banks keep some money safe with the RBI. So in cases of emergency where all the people are starting to withdraw money, this reserves will help the commercial banks to deal with that situation, because banks cannot say no to customers. It's the customers' money, and they have to give it back when the customers demand. Now the next point is that CRR is used to control inflation. We all know that inflation means what? The prices in the market are very high. It is because there is a lot of money supply in the market, and because of this money supply, the demand of people goes up. Now to control inflation, we have to do something because of which the money supply in the market reduces, and the demand of people decreases. So what will we do? To control the inflation, the RBI increases the CRR. So if the CRR is very high, the banks have less deposit with them and more deposit with RBI. ठीक है, अगर 1 lakh rupees is the deposit that the banks have, and they have to give 3%, means 3,000 of 1 lakh rupees they have to give to RBI. So they will have 97,000 rupees with them to create credit. But that CRR is increased from 3% to 10%. So from 3,000, they have to give 10,000 to RBI, and they will only have 90,000 left with them to create credit. So when CRR is high, the banks have less money, less deposits to create credit. If credit creation is less, what will happen? They will give less loans. They will give few loans to people, and because of this few loans, the demand will decrease because all the people in the economy will not get loans. So demand will gradually decrease. And because of the decrease in demand, the prices becomes normal. The prices comes down. All the prices that were hiked because of inflation, they come down eventually. So this is how CRR is used to control inflation. Now it's a very common question in short answer or MCQs that how does RBI regulate CRR in inflation and in deflation? So in inflation, to control inflation, to deal with inflation, RBI will increase the CRR. And if there is a situation of deflation, तो deflation में क्या करेंगे? They will reduce the CRR. If they reduce the CRR, banks will have more money to create credit. Banks will give more loan. More loan मतलब क्या? More money in the market. More money means more demand, and prices will hike. Prices will increase. So this is how the RBI increases or decreases the CRR to deal with inflation and deflation or depression. Clear? So this is all for today. Bye. Take care and have a nice day.